I am old enough to remember when Joe Biden was saying that he wouldn't be sending any weapons to Israel. It was last week. Remember that? Remember when Joe Biden said that he would not be sending any weapons to Israel if they're going to be used for a ground invasion in Rafah? And the progressives were standing up and the liberals were standing up. And look, I myself said, look, it's a positive sign, but he's already done enough damage to last 1,000 lifetimes out there. I didn't trust it. I wasn't confident in what Joe Biden was saying. I wasn't confident in what Joe Biden was doing. Well, turns out my skepticism was well warranted. The Biden administration will be sending $1 billion, $1 billion, this billion with a B, in a weapons package to Israel. Again, this comes only 1 week after pausing shipments over Israel's invasion in Rafah, which had been looming and has really begun at this point, and also the use of Americans in the killing of civilians. This new package includes $700 million in tank rounds, $500 million worth of tactical vehicles, and $60 million worth of mortar shells. I'm telling you these breakdowns. I don't want y'all out here saying, oh, well, it's the defensive. It's to strengthen the Iron Dome. It's just to stop Hamas from shooting missiles. No, this is offensive weaponry. $700 million for tank rounds, $500 million for tactical vehicles, $60 million worth of mortar shells. And again, Biden threatened to pause the shipments to Israel if they launched a major invasion on the Gazan city of Rafah. Since then, we have seen tanks and troops enter Rafah. We are watching now. I think the number is 450,000 Palestinians have fled Rafah. There were 1.5 million there sheltering and finding safety because they were unhoused, because they've been pushed out of the entire region. And now they're fleeing Rafah. Why? Because of the invasion. Netanyahu's not pretending there's no invasion. Netanyahu's not acting like there's not an invasion. The U.S. can't even say, well, we believe what Netanyahu tells us. No, he's telling you what he's doing. There's an invasion. When Biden pulled back last week, Netanyahu said, we'll do it alone. We got enough weapons and guns to invade Rafah without y'all. So if Netanyahu is still invading Rafah, why would you reward him with weapons, President Biden? And if he told you last week he got enough to do this without you, why are you sending more? It just doesn't make sense. Unless Biden has decided or hoped that his little progressive cosplay last week was enough to lure in the left, that everybody put their guard down and say, okay, finally we got an excuse to vote for Biden again, because y'all need an excuse. Y'all desperate for an excuse to vote for Joe Biden. That seems to be almost what it is. Or pressure was applied behind the scenes, and Biden is getting in line. I don't know what kind of pressure could be applied. I don't know if it's the Congress, specifically the House. I don't know if it's the Senate. I don't know if it's the Israeli government. I don't know if it's the UK, France, Germany. I have no idea what's happening behind the scenes, but what I know is this is a bizarre about face. I mean, why grandstand on the idea that you're not sending weapons to Israel because of a pending ground invasion in Rafah? And then, not even 7 days later, literally you ain't even just sending the weapons. You sent, I'm sorry, you didn't just send the money. You sent the actual weapons. You're sending weapons that are going to kill people. How do you justify that? Joe Biden's going to lose in November. And when he loses in November, he has absolutely nobody to blame but himself. He has absolutely nobody to blame but himself. There is no justifiable reason. If you're trying to win an election, to make this choice, unless You're following the old school Democratic playbook and tactical logic that says the blacks will fall in line. The college kids hate Trump. They'll fall in line. The old people are going to vote for me. Jewish people are going to vote for Democrats, even if Republicans are pro-Israel. We're going to get everybody's information. We're going to get everybody's demographics. We're going to get everybody's voting pattern. We're going to break it down and realize that we're still best playing the center and not worrying about it. Somebody wrote in, Annie Lou said, I hope Morehouse shows out. She's referring to the fact that Joseph Robinette Biden will be the commencement speaker at Morehouse College. I hope what happened at Duke with Jerry Seinfeld looks like a drop in the bucket compared to Morehouse. I want every single one of you Morehouse men to stand up and walk out. I want every single one. I want y'all to boo, remember in Half Baked, boo this man. That's what I need from y'all. I need that kind of energy. I need boo this man energy, because I swear, I promise you, this is not